Students, I hope you all are safe and fine. As today is your maths class and in your previous maths class, assignment 2 was given to you of chapter 5. Today we will discuss the solution key of that assignment, means assignment 2 of exercise 5.2. So, let us start. Now the first question is, write the fractions. Are all these fractions equal? So here the fraction for the given figure, as one part is shaded and total two parts are there. So fraction will be 1 by 2. And for next figure, fraction will be 2 upon 4. As two parts are shaded and total parts 4. 2 upon 4. As we can see that 2 is the highest common factor of these two. So we will divide both with the 2, and hence when we divide both with the 2, means numerator and denominator with the 2, it gives us 1 upon 2. Now for the third, fraction will be shaded parts 4, total parts 8. So fraction will be 4 upon 8. Again, HCF of 4 upon 8 means highest common factor is 4 and 4. So we will reduce both, means 4 and 8, then it gives us 1 upon 2, means we will reduce it to lowest form. Now in last part, the fraction for the shaded portion becomes 3 upon 6, and the highest common factor of 3 upon 6 is 3. So when we divide numerator and denominator with 3, means we reduce it into the lowest form, it gives us 1 by 2. So if we observe that for all these figures, fractions are equivalent. So yes, all these fractions are equal, as 1 upon 2 is equal to 2 upon 4, because 2 upon 4 also gives us 1 upon 2, and equal to 4 upon 8 and equal to 3 upon 6. Now B part, the fraction for the shaded part becomes, that is total 12 dots are there and shaded dots 4, so it becomes 4 upon 12. Now we will reduce it to lowest form, means divide by 4 with numerator and denominator. It gives us 1 upon 3. Now the fraction for the next part is 3 upon 9. After reducing to lowest forms, it gives 1 upon 3. And the fraction for this part will be total shaded parts 2 and total parts means 6. So it gives us 1 upon 3 fraction after reducing it to lowest form. Now the fraction for the next part becomes, that is total shaded parts 7 and total parts means shaded plus unshaded, that is 15. So the fraction for the shaded part becomes 7 upon 15. Now if we compare all the fractions, this is 1 by 3, means 4 upon 12 is 1 by 3, 3 upon 9 is also 1 by 3, 2 upon 6 is also 1 by 3, but the last fraction is 7 upon 15, which is not equal to all these fractions. So we can say 4 upon 12 is equal to 3 upon 9 is equal to 2 upon 6 is not equal to 7 upon 15. So no, all these fractions are not equivalent. Second question, represent each set of fractions on a separate number line. So the fractions given were 1 upon 2, 2 upon 4, 3 upon 4 and 4 upon 4. As I already have told you in explanation that how will we represent 1 upon 4, 2 upon 4, 3 upon 4, 4 upon 4, 5 upon 4, 6 upon 4. Denominator will remain same. After 0 it comes 1, then 2, then 3, then 4, after that 5, after that 6. But we have to represent only these fractions, that is 1 upon 4, 2 upon 4, 3 upon 4 and 4 upon 4. And 4 upon 4 means 1. So we will write point A represent 1 upon 4, point B represent 2 upon 4, point C represent 3 upon 4, point D represent 4 upon 4. In next part, we have to represent these fractions. That is 1 upon 3, 2 upon 3, 4 upon 3, 5 upon 3. Again, we will divide the number line into equal parts, as we are showing the fraction with the denominator 3. So we will put 3 in the denominator of all the fractions. After 0 it comes 1, then 2, then 3 and so on. So firstly we will represent that point A. So point A represent 1 upon 3. Point B represent 2 upon 3 And next point which is to be represented on number line is 4 upon 3. So we'll write here point C. So point C represent 4 upon 3 and point D represent 5 upon 3. I hope it is clear to you. Next question is write a fraction equivalent to 3 upon 4 with denominator 16. Means you have to write a fraction which is equal to fraction 3 upon 4, but that should have the denominator 16. Now, how can we make denominator 16 from 4? As you all know that when we multiply 4 with the 4, then only it will give 16. So if we are multiplying denominator with the 4, we have to multiply numerator also with the 4. So when we multiply denominator and numerator with 4, it gives us 12 upon 16. Next part, 48 upon 72. You have to make a fraction with the numerator 12 from this fraction. How can we make 12 from numerator 48? Means we have to reduce it. We have to reduce 48 into 12. How can we reduce 48 into 12? That is by dividing. So when we divide 48 with the 4, then it gives only 12. So if we are dividing 48 with the 4, we have to divide 72 also with 4. So the fraction becomes 12 upon 18 after dividing it with the 4. Student, keep one thing in your mind. If you are making a fraction with numerator or denominator greater than the previous denominator or numerator, you have to multiply. And if we are making a fraction which is having the numerator or denominator smaller than the previous fraction's numerator or denominator, then we have to divide. Now next question, write 4 equivalent fractions in case of 7 upon 9. So to write the equivalent fraction, we will multiply it with the firstly 2 2, then 3 3, after that 4 4, and then 5 5. Means same number will be multiplied in numerator as well as in denominator. So after multiplication we get 14 upon 18 when we multiply 7 with 2 and 9 with the 2. And when we multiply 7 with the 3 and 9 with the 3, we get 21 upon 27. After that 7 4s are 28, 9 4s are 36. And the last equivalent fraction is 7 5s are 35 and 9 5s are 45. So these are the 4 equivalent fractions of 7 upon 9. So to find the equivalent fraction of given fraction, you have to multiply the given fraction with the numbers, means same number in the numerator and denominator. Same is with the B part. We will find the equivalent fraction like in that of previous parts. Which of the following is a pair of equivalent fractions? As I already told you that to check the fractions whether they are equivalent, we have to cross multiply it. So when we multiply means cross multiply 3 upon 8 and 15 upon 40. Firstly we will cross multiply 3 with the 40. It gives 120. After that we have multiplied 15 with the 8. It also gives 120. As both the products are equal, means 40 multiplied by 3 is equal to 15 multiplied by 8. So we can say that these are equivalent fraction. In next part, 2 upon 3 and 33 upon 22. Again we have to check whether the given fractions are equivalent or not. Same procedure will be followed, cross multiply, and then after that you can see that product in both the cases is not equal. Like 44 is not equal to 99. So we can say that these fractions are not equivalent. Reduce each fraction to its simplest form. In our previous discussion, as I told you that when we are reducing a fraction into simplest form, we have to find the HCF of numerator and denominator. And for finding the HCF, here I have done prime factors of 72 as well as prime factors of 90. So when we find the HCF of 72 and 90, it comes out to be 18. Then to reduce a fraction into lowest form, you will divide the numerator and denominator with the HCF. Means 72 and 90 will be divided with the 18. So it gives us 4 upon 5. So this is the lowest form of 72 upon 90. Now second part. Next part is 150 upon 90. Again same procedure will be followed. Firstly we will find the prime factors of 150 and 90. So when we find the HCF from the prime factors, it comes out to be 30. So to reduce to lowest form, we will divide the given fraction with 30, means numerator as well as denominator with 30. So we'll get 5 upon 3, which is the lowest form of the fraction 150 upon 90. In C part also we will do the same, means we will find the prime factors firstly, then HCF, and after that to find the lowest form we will divide the given fraction with the HCF. D part is also same, so we'll do it like this only. Now question 7 is, Shruti had 60 toffees, Shreya had 96 toffees, Ronit had 72 toffees. After 15 days, Shruti was left with 10 toffees, Shreya was left with 16 toffees, and Ronit was left with 12 toffees. What fraction of toffees did each have after 15 days? And check whether each consumed an equal fraction of toffees, means we have to find the fraction for both, for left toffees as well as consumed toffees. And we are given with the left toffees. So Shruti was having toffees 60. After 15 days, now the left toffees with Shruti are 10. Firstly, we will find the fraction for left toffees. So for finding the fraction, what we will do? We will just put this 10 on the top and the total toffees in the denominator. Then it becomes 10 upon 60. As 0 can cancel out, means we will cancel out 0 with the 0. So it gives us 1 upon 6. So 1 upon 6 is the fraction for the left toffees with Shruti. Now we will find the fraction for the consumed toffees by Shruti. Firstly, we should have the number of consumed toffees. So how can we find the number of consumed toffees? By subtracting the left toffees from the total toffees. So consumed toffees comes out to be 50. Now we'll find the fraction for consumed toffees. So it becomes 50 upon 60, because 60 is the number which indicates the total toffees. So 0 will get cancelled out and we are left with the fraction 5 upon 6. Students, we can cancel out this 0 because we can know that 10 is the HCF of both the numbers, that is 50 and 60. As 10 is the HCF, so we will divide 50 and 60 with 10. So it gives us 5 upon 6. So in case of Shruti, we just got the fraction for left toffees as well as consumed toffees. Now we will find the same for Shreya also. Shreya was having toffees 96. After 15 days, she is left with the toffees 16. Firstly, we will find the fraction for the left toffees. That is, left toffees 16, total toffees 96. And then we will just find the HCF of 16 and 96, which is 16. As 16 will be the HCF of 16 and 96. So we will reduce this fraction into lowest form after dividing it with the 16. So it gives us 1 upon 6. So 1 upon 6 is the fraction for the left toffees with Shreya. We will find the fraction for consumed toffees. As total toffees with Shreya are 96, she consumed 80 toffees. How? Total toffees minus left toffees will give us the consumed toffees. Now we will find the fraction for consumed toffees, that is 80 upon 96, means consumed toffees upon total toffees. After that we will just reduce it into lowest form, means the HCF of 80 and 96 will be 16. So after reducing it, means after dividing it with 16, we get 5 upon 6. So 5 upon 6 is the fraction for the consumed toffees by Shreya. Now we will find the same for Ronit also. Ronit was having 72 toffees. After 15 days, left toffees with Ronit are 12. So the fraction for the left toffees will be 12 upon 72. Now we will find the HCF of 12 and 72, which comes out to be 12. So we will divide both the numbers with 12. And we get the fraction 1 upon 6, which is the fraction for the left toffees with Ronit. Now again we will find the fraction for the consumed toffees by Ronit. Firstly, we should have the number of consumed toffees. Firstly, we will find the number of consumed toffees. How can we find the number of consumed toffees? Total toffees minus left toffees. So it gives us the number 60. So 60 is the number which tells us about the number of consumed toffees. Now we will find the fraction for the same. So the fraction becomes consumed toffees upon total toffees. 60 upon 72. Again we will just reduce it into lowest form. How can we reduce it into lowest form? By dividing it with the HCF of both numerator and denominator. So 12 is the HCF of both numerator and denominator. After dividing numerator and denominator with 12, it gives us 5 upon 6. So 5 upon 6 is the fraction for the consumed toffees by Ronit. So we can say that fraction of toffees they have after 15 days is equal to 1 upon 6. As after 15 days, the fraction of toffees left with Shruti is also 1 by 6. With Shreya, it is again 1 by 6. It is again 1 by 6. And for Ronit, it is 1 by 6. And the next question was, check whether they consumed an equal fraction of toffees. So the fraction for the consumed toffees, that is for Shruti, is equal to 5 upon 6. And the fraction of consumed toffees for Shreya, that is also 5 upon 6. And fraction of consumed toffees by Ronit is also 5 upon 6. So we can say that each consumed an equal fraction of toffees. So students, these were the solution of exercise 5.2. I hope now it is clear to you.